What's up, all my fight fans? So, Henry Cejudo recently did an interview, and here he actually mentioned about coming back and facing Alexander Volkanovski. Now, I definitely do not hate that fight. I do not. That's actually very interesting. He definitely wants to go and try to win 3 belts in the UFC, even though I know he calls himself triple champ. But, you know, the Olympics is a big deal. He did win an Olympic gold medal within in wrestling, and rightfully so. He should consider himself, a champion in that. But in the UFC right now, he's a double champ, so he definitely wants to go for that 3rd belt in featherweight. And it's a very interesting matchup because they both have their skill levels about this. Certain skill levels they have are equal, and also one has more than the other. We know that Henry Cejudo, definitely his wrestling is just light years ahead of Volkanovski's. But Volkanovski and his punching power, I mean, come on. We've seen what he was able to do to some of his opponents. In his recent outing against Max Holloway, we look at Max Holloway like, good God, you know, see what he did to Korean Zombie. And I know what Henry Cejudo was able to do to some of the bantamweights, but you're not going to be hitting no bantamweight. Volkanovski was once a 200-pound rugby player. He is no small guy. Don't let his height or his frame fool you. This guy is a big, big man for his division. Even when he decides to go up and face the winner of Charles Oliveira versus Islam, that's still a not a bad weight cut for him. So trust me, Volkanovski is definitely a huge man for the featherweight division. But me personally, even though I do not hate that fight, I would like to see Henry Cejudo go back to his division, the division where he actually made it pretty popular in the bantamweights. And here we got it stacked. This is my personal opinion. The bantamweight division is the most exciting, most stacked division in the UFC. Where you got Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw, which are going to be facing for each other for that belt in Abu Dhabi, October 22nd. I am actually really looking forward to that fight. Very much. Of course, you still got your Jose Aldo who's in the mix. You still got your Dominic Cruz. You still got, there's the Rob Font, the Pedro Munoz, and the upcoming star, Sugar Sean O'Malley. So there's just so many stars in that division where Henry Cejudo, so many good matchups for him. And yeah, I would be very excited to see him in the mix in there as well. Can you imagine him against Sean O'Malley? The trash talk. We've seen that interview. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, where Sean O'Malley was talking about his unfortunate win, or he considers a win against Pedro Munoz, and that Henry Cejudo crashes that interview. So there's that. And then of course the possible rematch with TJ Dillashaw. Remember, TJ Dillashaw went down to 125 to challenge Henry Cejudo for that belt and got knocked out. That would be another really fun fight because we see how TJ is at 135. TJ's a beast, and of course we know what happened. TJ was busted for steroids and he did his time, and would definitely like to see how this would be at 135. Then we got Aljamain Sterling and Henry Cejudo, who are both well-known grapplers. Obviously, Henry Cejudo is, and Aljamain is actually a really good grappler in his own right, and he's also a huge for his division as well. So definitely, I'm telling you, there's endless amounts of talent for Henry Cejudo to face at bantamweight division. And like I said, bantamweight is definitely my favorite division right now. I can't think of any boring matches out there possible. And with Henry Cejudo, who, as entertaining as he is and as cringe as he is, I would definitely be very excited to see him return. And he actually did say this in his interview. He did say he wants to return and face the winner of Aljamain and TJ, which I don't see it possibly happening this year unless something unfortunate happens within the title picture. I mean, I hope it doesn't because that's a fun fight itself. But yeah, I do not see that happening, being too close towards the end of the year when that fight takes place. And being the fact that Volkanovski is going to take some time off to heal his injured thumb that he had, I don't see him facing Volkanovski this year either because we already know where Volkanovski's mind is at. You know, he wants to face the winner of Islam versus Charles Oliveira. So, what is Henry going to do? Is he just going to sit out and wait for that winner of Aljamain and TJ? Is he going to wait even longer for maybe Volk to change his mind, or you know, he decides to do a title fight at featherweight, which we already have possibly an interim title fight with Yair and Josh Emmett. So yeah, there's a lot of questions that we would like to have answers to soon. Again, my opinion would be I would like Henry to possibly take a tune-up fight because he's been gone for quite some time. I think he's been gone since 2020. I want to say, I think it was April 2020 against Dominic Cruz when he left the sport. So it's already going on about 2.5 years. He's been gone. So definitely would like to see him possibly take on somebody, maybe a ranked opponent, top 5, maybe somebody out there that may or may not have an opponent right now, just to get him in there, just to dust off those cobwebs. Because regardless of how great you are, time away from the sport can make you very rusty. And the last thing we want to see is Henry Cejudo go in there against a TJ Dillashaw and Aljamain and just not look who he is. You know, we remember Henry. Henry was a very, very good fighter. The guy that was able to stop Demetrius Johnson. You know, he would not stop him as in knockout, but he was finally able to dethrone Demetrius Johnson and then had those really good fights, obviously with Marlon Moraes. And then you had his win with TJ, and then you had him with Dominic Cruz. So, yeah, you know, he's a very exciting fighter. And I am actually overall, whether it's at bantamweight, whether it's at featherweight, excited to see him back. Guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think about his return. Let me know who he should face, or what division he should be at. You know, let me know where you're excited most for it, or let me know if maybe he shouldn't even return at all. You just let me know what you feel. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and I'll see you in the next video.